This podcast was originally live-streamed on the NonSequitur show on YouTube. New episodes air weekdays, Monday through Friday, at 8 p.m. Eastern at youtube.com/NonSequitur show. Make sure you never miss a live stream by visiting www.nonsecshow.com/schedule. For the latest news, polls and updates throughout the day, follow us on Twitter at NonSecShow or Facebook.com/NonSecShow. That's NONSEQ show. If you'd like to get exclusive content, bi-weekly private hangouts with Kyle and Steve, backstage access to chat with guests after shows hosted on your channel and much more, become a Patreon saint of NonSequitur. It ensures we continue to improve our show and brings you into the process at the same time. Visit patreon.com/NonSequitur today while the limited spots are still available.
The following podcast is intended for those who believe bold ideas are righteous, unique perspectives are gospel, and strong opinions are sacred. This is Non-Sequitur. Never follow. And now, here are your hosts, Kyle Curtis and Steve McRae.
I think I made that intro a little too serious. I feel like we should come on very straight-faced and tonight on The Smoking Nun. I can't do it. I break.
You can't. It's like you're putting up.
How are you at staring contests?
I always lose.
Me too. I can't do them. Can't do them.
I always start laughing.
That's my problem. I have the worst. Go ahead.
Oh, no.
I was just gonna say I have the worst poker face. I can't. I attempted to play poker one time and lost. I think it was $275. First time I played, but I'm the type of person that will go in and just think that I can bluff people, and I can't. I can't at all. So I lost like $275 my first time. It wasn't fun.
I'm really bad too. I'm a really bad liar. I can't lie at all. So I get really uncomfortable when I'm looking at people. So then I just start laughing.
See, you're lying now. Get away. Get away. Hello. Welcome back to everybody that is joining us again. Hot off the heels of the grading of Red Pill Religion. Did you see that, Katie? Did you happen to see?
I didn't. I was so busy trying to get my whoops, hold on. I was so busy getting my screenshots and stuff ready for the show and dealing with some stuff with my blog. So no, but I heard these guys are lunatics,
to say the least. Yeah, you didn't miss out on anything. It was crazy, but fun. I mean, Steve had fun.
I feel like they would make my blood pressure boil because they really
just a little bit.
Yeah, like men don't need a men's right movement. Sorry, guys.
There was I'll just say this about it, but there was a point in the discussion where Godless Engineer had made the point that a priest in the Catholic scandals had blessed a girl before he actually raped her. And one of the guys said, well, would you prefer him not to bless it before he raped her? And to me, that was just such a... I mean, if I could have leapt through the computer, I would have then. That just, to me, is just...
How about you just not rape her?
Right.
Right?
That makes too much sense, though. That makes too much
the
sense.
rape makes it better.
What would priests be known for then if they stopped raping people?
I don't know.
So welcome. That is true. You got me there. So you are watching The Smoking Nun, where we dive into snake oil salesmen, woo peddlers, bullshit artists, scammers, and let you know what's going on with them. Tonight we have probably my most favorite story that I've heard with Danny Glass, and Katie will, of course, be taking us through that. But I got a couple of ad nauseum stories that just are almost too stupid to talk about, but we're going to anyway. So let's start with story number 1. Miley Cyrus's sister is selling her tears online for $12,000. So
Sounds
what's
legit.
your initial reaction when you hear this? I'm just curious.
Salty.
That was good. According to every person who has ever coached their friend through a breakup, it takes more muscles to smile than it does to frown. But how many muscles does it take to slip into a pair of $60 sadness sweatpants, bring a bottle of squeezy cheese into bed, and wallow your night away? That just sounds like a good time so far. But
with her tears,
Cyrus,
is that like an advertisement for her tears?
I think it's a clickbait intro to get people to click on the article. But it says that in August, Cyrus revealed to Elle Official that she struggled with anxiety and depression and self-admitted emo-ness, and she is now using this to her advantage. She will be selling sadness sweats and sorry I'm trash hoodie as a way to rail against the stigma of talking about mental health issues. So I guess that wasn't a catchy intro. She actually is going to be selling sadness sweatpants and sorry I'm trash hoodie along with $12,000 bottle of tears. What can you do? Let's move on.
That's so stupid.
So stupid. All right.
Equally
dumb. You're going to like this one. I think you might actually like this one enough to cover this one, because a Bristol man attacks son with a chainsaw, loses his leg when son runs him over with a lawnmower. That is an epic battle.
So he's running with the chainsaw, and then like his son runs him over, and then he cuts his leg off.
It says that. Let me get back to the story. It keeps wanting to give me an ad. Bristol witnesses told investigators that Ferguson tried to attack his son with a chainsaw while the victim was mowing the yard at a residence of Highway 421. A police report released said that he tried to defend himself from his father with a chainsaw by running him over with a lawnmower. Witnesses told investigators that Ferguson had tried to attack his son with a chainsaw while the victim was mowing, and he was found at the scene bleeding from his head and multiple leg injuries. Douglas Ferguson was 76, was charged with attempted second-degree murder, and he is in jail for $25,000 bond.
So the son is in jail?
Yeah. So what the father apparently was running after his son, who was on a lawnmower, with a chainsaw. So his son, rather than stopping,
trying to defend himself.
I think so. Yes, I think so. I think what may be going on is that they probably told him that he should have stopped or tried to prevent it, but instead he just went ahead and ran his father over with a lawnmower. But to me, if I was getting chased with a chainsaw, I'd be running over some motherfuckers too with a lawnmower.
That dude could have just splashed your head off.
Yeah. That's weird.
That's nuts. I don't know.
He looks like a sweet old man, though.
No, he doesn't. He so doesn't look like a sweet old man. He so looks like the guy that would be like sitting on like the steps and like screaming at kids and like
get off my lawn.
Yeah, and he'd be like drunk as a mother drunk.
Comment of the comment of the night, Lusty McButt. Jilly Juice will grow his leg back.
Yes!
Oh, that's epic. Yes. All right. Let's go to the next one real quick. I'm gonna go through these a little bit quicker, guys, because we want to get to the main topic tonight. Stick around after the show because we've got the debate with Red's Rhetoric and the concepts coming up right after this. Okay, not much to this story. I couldn't get anything except for the headline off of this, but police say a man with no hands and no legs is armed and on the run. Okay, bear with me here. I'm going to try to unpack this. So it says a Florida man. Authorities in Florida are searching for an armed quadruple amputee who's reportedly been on the run since Tuesday, hoping to question him about his involvement in a double murder. Now, if you don't have hands or feet, how do you kill somebody?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Did he use sometimes he like commission a murder?
Possibly, but I wonder if they know that if they know what they're doing when they put these headlines up, like they have to know how this sounds. Police say a man with no hands and no legs is armed.
How ableist they sound with the headline, like a guy that has no legs is on the run.
Yeah. Oh, he needs Jilly Juice too. Maybe some turpentine. Actually, I'll tell you who doesn't need turpentine. Probably the most tragic story that I have ever came across, and I really didn't know how to handle reading this. But let me pull it up. So Dave, you can go ahead and do the next headline while I pull this up. Okay. All right. Erie, Pennsylvania. A woman high on meth dies after pumping gasoline into her anus.
Oh my gosh. My butt hurts.
Okay. So let's see if we can get through this. A 32-year-old Erie, Pennsylvania woman has been killed after an overdose on meth caused her to insert a gas pump nozzle into her anus and begin pumping gasoline. The woman, who is yet to be formally identified by authorities, is believed to have a record for multiple drug offenses. She had overdosed on meth. The victim, horrified motorist looked on as the woman proceeded to shove the nozzle into her anus and began pumping gas. The gasoline entered her bloodstream and had a toxic effect, shutting down her key organs. Unfortunately, there was nothing they could do for her.
So she basically had anal with the gas pump.
Correct. I'm in one of those like paradoxes where this is tragic, and I'm really trying hard not to, be too crass. But I mean, come on. The most alarming thing to me was that this thing actually says that people looked on as she did this, and no one bothered to step in and tell her that's not a good idea. Probably shouldn't.
Could you imagine? But could you legitimately imagine stumbling on and watching someone do that? You would probably be more like, "What the hell am I seeing?" and not even registering it.
That's true. I think it's instinct nowadays though to pull out your phone and begin recording though. That video's out there somewhere that exists.
Yeah.
Because anytime something like that happens, people are they're looking to get on World Star or be the next YouTube thing. But to me, it seems like somebody would step in and go, okay, this is bad. And it killed her. That's what's crazy. It killed her.
Yeah. It doesn't surprise me though, that no one would step in, because there was that woman in Florida that took her baby out of a car and walked her into a river and just let her drown, and everyone was watching her and no one did anything. It's the same thing. It's almost
what?
Trying to have your bearings of what am I seeing? What is this? Yeah.
I didn't know that. Hopefully, I think that I would have enough